Hello everyone, it's Cathy Zilski. Welcome back to my channel and the craft/dining room. Welcome to my weekly live stream. I'm here, I'm live. I just have to give a shout out to Team Kilburn, who I saw in the comments from Bedford, Texas. I met my husband in Bedford, Texas. Yes, I did, it's true. In a swimming, well, actually met him in a dining room of my girlfriend's house. They lived in Bedford. The rest is history. So, good to have you here today on my live stream. And you know what? I'm just gonna kick back, make a card, maybe make 2 cards. I'm not gonna make 2 cards. That would be crazy. But I am going to, I'm gonna dive in here, but I have a little story to tell you, if you will indulge me. The story is this. This table is killing me, Smalls. It's so old. The table that I work on, I'm trying not to vibrate it because if I move at all, the table vibrates. If I do anything, it's getting worse. I have a dream of tricking out a room in my house, and I think I have an idea. Do you want to see my sketch? Okay. I know this isn't related. Well, no, this is very related. And I don't have anyone I can talk to about this, so check it out. I have a plan. This is a sketch of my office. Now, in my office, I am trying to figure out how to do the most in a small space where this becomes my work. Okay, you know what I mean? And we have calyx units stacked. We have tall Alexes stacked. Yeah, thank you, Jennifer McGuire. She's here. She's loving it. It is a small space, and this measurement, this all is exact. Well, it's like Stonehenge in that movie Spinal Tap, but it's to scale. We're working on it. Okay, we're gonna work on it. And the reason this needs to happen is this is fine. This is great. There are just too many limitations, and I'm gonna make it happen. I don't know when. Anyway, thank you so much. I want to say hello to people joining. I see Lancashire Les. I see my friend Vicki Donnelly. Gina's here. Simon Hurley. Good to see you. Just saw your text, Simon. Thank you. Appreciate that. Simon, he communicates things mysteriously. I see my friend Bethany. Hey, Bethany. Roxanne. Yeah, Jennifer. I bet Jennifer can give me some tips. So yeah, that's in the plan. But anyway, let's get to it. Hopefully I won't accidentally kill the live stream today. And here's just a little heads up, little housekeeping. If there's some little pixely bits coming through today, don't sweat it. It's just, I need to be hardwired to the internet, and I'm not. And that's another reason I want to move rather than bring my internet down here. It's all going to be good. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. Without further ado, table cam. All right, so today, initially I had this crazy idea to make something with this stamp set that I created called Balloon Greetings. And I actually worked with the owner of Simon Says Stamp, with Heidi Crowell. She's like, Kath, I want something in balloons. Can you do something in balloons with text? And I said, Heidi, yes, I can. So this is the stamp set that I'm going to be using. There are coordinating dies. There's only a few. It's a really simple die set. And I've got a couple ideas. So we're going to get started with some stamping. Now, initially I thought, let's get that. I wanted to do a monochrome thing with this trio from Simon Says Stamp. And I still might do that. But then I also brought in a couple other colors in case I decide to go rainbow order. So we're going to start out with some stamping. Also want to welcome everyone. If this, I just saw someone, it's your first live, Harini. Well, welcome. It's nice to have you here. I was thinking about going live today. And I don't know how many of you out there are card makers and think that, you'd like to try doing this someday. And the thing is, it can seem really scary to make things live. And the reality is, the worst thing that can happen is nothing works out and you don't end up with anything at the end. No big deal, right? That's literally life. It's the story of my life, right? Well, there's some schmutz on that. Let's flip it. Oh, there's some on there too. All right, but I just wanted to share that because, I've been going live pretty consistently for a while, and sometimes it's a blank show. And I think you know what I mean. Okay. Now, I want to show you this because this balloon's huge. Okay. See how big that is? I mean, this is going to dominate your card. And we are going to I'm going to use up some cardstock today because I want to stamp, let's see, why am I doing it this way? There we go. I want to stamp one. And now see, that's backwards. I'm like the anal retentive chef from Saturday Night Live fame. Okay, look, it's a little stained. Ooh, I like that. Oh, Jennifer, you know what? People, I find that in my community and your community, people love you. People are very kind here. And, that's why you have someone like Emma Eaton. She bounces the trolls because I'm sure someone's going to have some juicy thing to share during this live and it'll be like, yeah, we're not interested. Okay, I'm going to stamp Peony. Now, I will tell you about this ink. I think this is the prettiest color in the world. I'm not much for hyperbole, but seriously, this color is insane. All right, I'm going to use my little stamp press and try not to vibrate the table because everything starts shaking. If this table's shaking, I might be making. That's kind of funny. Let's see how that looks. Oh, missed a little. Okay, can we just talk about this tool? Because the fact that I can keep stamping in here, this is the only reason I'm making cards. This and some pressure from Jennifer McGuire. You think she's all nice and sweet until she brings you to the dark side. No, I'm just kidding. Jennifer's the best. Love you, girl. Okay. I would never have stuck with it. This tool is amazing. I actually saw a random comment somewhere, okay? And they were just like, thought that the price was ridiculous. And my thinking is this. Oh, let's press that down again. For the value of using something over and over and over, and it brings you all this joy. I don't like the value for me. It opened up a hobby, right? So I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the design, and that's that. Now, this is beautiful, and I'm not going to do anything with it right now. I'm going to set this aside and let it dry. So I'm moving that because we're going to come up with another idea. Now, I don't know if this will work, but I thought to myself, what if, now my middle balloon, it's going to be the star. It's going to be the star of the show. So I actually have, let's see, do I have my paint brushes? I guess I do. Oh, wait, no, yeah, these are dye ink brushes. I'm going to do something here, working in order with the colors. Oh, and I also have to ask you all, did anybody watch Gina K's live last night? Because I feel like the card she made was the biggest mic drop for the holiday season that I have ever seen. Seriously, it was so amazing. Okay, I'm going to do, now let's see, whenever I'm thinking this way, if I'm stamping, I need to be at that angle. Let me get some cardstock. All right. I just want to see if I can make a kind of blendy stamping one that looks a little blendy. Does that make sense? I don't know if that's the term that I'm going for, but all right, we got to go that way. That way. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take Carnation, which is the lightest of the three, right? And I pop some on here, and then I'm just going to kind of soften it. And actually, I'm going to do that with my brush too. I don't know. We're going to try it. Yeah, Gina's card was so pretty. Oh, I think I had water on there, and if I did, let me see. Okay, here's a problem. When you clean your stamp, if your chamois was just cleaned, don't do that. All right, let's wipe it down. I gotta soak it up. See, it's live. It's live, people. That's why we make extra cardstock. Where's the extra cardstock? I could flip it over, but I'm not going to. Let me try this again. All right. Make sure things are dry. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, I instantly felt really sad that I didn't order the shadow shaker or shaker shadow, whatever it's called. I just thought, oh my gosh, that is legitimately so beautiful. And wow, Gina just made the most beautiful card. All right, I'm going to just bring in this. I'm going to try it again. And we're going to stamp it a few times, right? Oh yes, it's Gina on YouTube for anyone who does not know. Cat Slade, Gina K Designs. She is fantastic. And I will tell you, when I started making cards, after Jennifer twisted my arm and welcomed me into the glorious realm, one of the people that I started watching really early on was Gina K. And, oh, there you go. Well, now see, it's too late. It's too late. I just saw burp the bubbles. It's going to be fine. We're going to be fine. But I started watching Gina very early on, and boy, I just was mesmerized by her channel and her teaching style. I think she's very clear. I learned a lot from Gina. In fact, I kind of modeled, after Gina, some of the ways that I do my own videos. Yeah, sorry about the bubbles there. We're just gonna make a multi-toned balloon, I think. Okay. Oh yeah, I know it's the bubbles. Gosh, sorry. You know what? Those bubbles right there, they needed to be burped, and it's too late. I don't want to start over. There we go. Ah, better. But you know what? I think I'm gonna get a little more in there. I feel like this is just a softer way to add the color if I potch it on like that. I don't burp the bubbles. There we go. It's pretty good. I'm going to keep going. Just a little more here. And next time I will burp the bubbles. But I don't think I'm going to use this again, right? We're just doing two for two different ideas that may or may not work. Jennifer locked me in a craft room. Yeah, well, actually, I mean, gosh, I remember once I was at a trade show, and I don't know if Jennifer, if you remember this, but it was the last trade show in Anaheim, and I remember walking up to some booth, and I was there. By the way, this is the deepest shade rose. I was there with Scrapbook and Cards Today, and I heard this voice, and I don't know if you said, "Hey, stranger," or I don't even know what it was, but I looked, and Jennifer was kind of sitting way down in the corner, and I had not seen her in a very long time, and that was very fun. All right. Ooh, this is kind of cool. Look at that. I'm going to ink it a little bit better, but ooh. Now that looks better than I thought it was going to. Okay, I'm going to add a little. Why am I not using my ink stand? Wait, is that the right way? Let's see. Yeah, hold on. I don't want it there. There we go. I did some organizing, and I feel like I may have, let's get a little more up there. I may have organized it right out of my reach. Okay. Look at that. Oh, I think that looks really good. And here's the beautiful thing, right? You can just keep doing it. And this is why I love just the potch on. My daughter calls that potching because it kind of gives you this very cool look. I like that. And I don't even mind that where the bubble is, it looks a little mucky, but you know what we can do? Let's try to clean it off. Yeah, you know what, Kat? Isn't it great when you find new people to follow? I'll give a shout out to a new friend of mine, and it's Bethany from Pawsitively. And Bethany, I don't know how I came across your channel, but when I did, I was just like, this is like so relaxing, and you have such a nice demeanor. And Bethany does a lot of craft projects, but she's making cards now. Let me see here. And the cards are just so good. So that's another one to check out. She's wonderful. All right, I'm going to just say, that is gorgeous. What do you think? Okay. Also, what is fun about today's card project, and I've talked about this before, but I sort of missed basic stamping. You know what I mean? I kind of missed basic stamping because I jumped right in and I had to kind of try everything. Like, ooh, I have to try this. I have to try this. And I feel like there's still so much joy in just like basic stamping. And that is, well, that's what I'm trying to get back to. So that's your interlude. Shall we? Okay, I think this, now, I think that is so pretty. Oh, so I have a solid one and I have this one, but they've got to dry, because now you may or may not know this, but, well, the Pawsitively saturated ink is a different formulation than a typical dye ink. I mean, while it is a dye ink, it is also a higher viscosity, so it does stay damp, if you will, longer, right, than perhaps other inks. And so just be mindful if you're going to emboss, and I am planning to emboss because I'm going to do things today. Oh yes, Amy Rasavi, love her. There's just so many wonderful makers out there, and I will encourage you, because I spend time watching other people's channels, and give them a comment or give them a thumbs up, give them some encouragement, because we love what we do. I mean, I'm speaking on behalf of people who make craft videos, but I think it's true, and I will tell you, I am so grateful that I actually get to make my living doing this and product design. It is, I mean, it's just a gift, right? It's a gift. Do I work my little tushka off? Well, in fact, I do. And I have, I know a little bit about everything. Look, there's still bubbles. It's fine. But, those people out there, give them some love, because they appreciate it. And there you go. All right. Sunbeam. Look I'm not really talking much about what I'm doing. Oh yeah, Natasha Foote. She's wonderful. There's just a lot of great channels, and you can, yeah. I love how it seems that the card making community is very supportive. It's generally really positive, and bubbles. Oh, that's not bad. And that I love. So, all right, we're just doing our other rainbow colors. Now, here's the thing. If this all goes to plan, my balloons will not be, oh, I will show you, Linda, how to burp a stamp. Okay, this is what I know. Okay, let's say this. Now that I'm done. Now I lost my train of thought, but see how there's the little bubbles in there? Well, okay, see that? Well, you just want to lift it, right? And then just kind of guide it back down. The only reason I didn't want to do that with the other big one is I just didn't want to mess up any of the shape of the balloon, because that can happen. All right, now I'm going to put this back here on the sheet, and we are going to do the next step. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cut these out, but I'm not going to do anything yet with the colorful balloons. So let's get the die. And where are you, my little Liebchen? Okay, here we go. Well, hello, Scrapbook, my Scrapbook Loft. It's good to have you. And for those of you who are here for the live, I love it. And I do go live typically every Wednesday at the same time. But a lot of my videos I will do as a premiere, which is really fun to do, because while a video is premiering, then I can chat with you by typing in the comments. And I've got a premiere coming Friday. It's gonna be a good one. It's the Simon Says Stamp card kit, and those are a blast to make, and I have fun also doing the premieres. So I will put up a trailer. It's pretty good. I included a blooper, but we'll see. Hopefully it'll work. Okay, now let's go over to the die cut cam. Now I'm going to move away from my computer in a bit. I can't see your comments, so talk amongst yourselves while I roll over here. And I will move these. And I also have a few things set out for some embossing that we are going to do in a little bit. All right, so Jennifer McGuire, are you there? Because this is what I think she needs to do. Jennifer has a video, and Emma, remind me to add that link, and I actually have it time-stamped, where she talks about all the different Gemini, or not just Gemini, but just ways to keep your plates happy. This plate sandwich has changed my life. It's 2 of the green double-sided cutting plates taped to 2 clear plates. One of them is the only one I ever cut into. You put them green plate, kissing green plate, I guess. And then every time I run it through, I either go this way or this way. Doesn't matter. And here's what I want to show you. And Jennifer, you may or may not know this. Look at how straight my plates are. Seriously, look at that. There's no warping. It is amazing. Now I know these are out of stock at Simon right now. And the reason I know is I tried to order some so I could have some extras. And oh, look at balloon number 1. So plain, so simple. Okay. But anyway, this sandwich is great. And then once you've cut into your plate, and it's just, you know, your dies are sticking every time, you just put a new green plate on. You don't have to replace the clear plates. It's amazing. And Jennifer, I think you should do a short reel just on this sandwich because I personally feel like it's the greatest sandwich since sliced bread. See what I did there? All right. Okay. You know what? That's probably good. Let's cut out this balloon. These balloons are going to be plain. And now I guess I'll go that way. Also, this thing, this is a rotating design board that my Gemini sits on, and it comes with a giant, what are those called? The clip things, and you just unclip it. It's not even attached. And this has been the greatest thing ever. All right, just wanted to come back to the table. Okay, so now we have more balloons. Yeah, how's this going? Yeah, Harini, I don't know. I mean, you know, I actually find, well, that's just it. I love my Spellbinders. I think it's a fantastic machine. I love it. It's one of the first that I really got to know. However, there's just certain things that I really enjoy doing on the Gemini, and it kind of both ways. I enjoy embossing on the Spellbinders, but today we're going to try something kind of different. But first, we need to get some balloon strings. So let me, okay, here we go. I am going to put this in the pocket, if I can find the pocket. Where's the pocket? Can't find the pocket. But what I need to do is get my Misty back here. I feel like there's a lot of components to this, and I might be freaking out because I just totally lost track of what I was doing. But here's what we're going to do. I am going to stamp some balloon strings, okay? Balloon strings. Now, I created a little template, right, to make it easier to stamp these strings. But you know what I didn't do? Here, I'm going to put it up here like that. I need to die cut some of those. So where did the envelope go? Seriously, where did it go? You can all talk amongst yourselves while I look for my stamp envelope with all the dies, because that's going to put a damper on things. This is one of the things that happens when I'm making a video. There it is. Oh my gosh. Okay. Woo, it's close. This is, I mean, I don't know if I need to be in a smaller space. This is why I kind of start wondering, you know, maybe I just need a new table down here. But then the hubby's like, oh, I love that table because it was my grandma's. It's like, I'm sure Grandma Myrene would smile down from the heavens above if I replaced the table with something that was more solid. Okay. Whew, let's see here. All right, I'm just going to take a sip of the... All right, there we go. Now, this friend, I need to cut out a few things. Let's use this piece that got mucked up, all right? I'm going to go back to the die cut cam, and I'm going to set these little friends over because I'm going to cut my strings first. And I could have done this off camera, but sometimes the joy, right? Oh, I messed that one up already. All right. You'll see. Let's scrap that one. Sometimes, look at that, it slipped. Okay, well, yeah, no, we're gonna, yeah, okay. So this is why sometimes it is nice to use tape, because if you don't hold it tightly, right, it's gonna slip on you, and I hate when that happens because it's a waste of paper. So I'm gonna cut out one to show you this fun little cheat. All right, here we go. All right, so we've cut this first because these little friends, they're just hard to stamp and get correct with it all lined up. So let's come back over here, table cam, and oh, that fell on the floor. I need this. All right. It's funny because I'm starting to sweat profusely, and I say that kind of jokingly and kind of not jokingly, because when things start to go wonky, I start to panic. Hey, Carissa, nice to see you here. And also keep in mind, I will most definitely, okay, let's get this out of the way. I will most definitely save time for questions at the end. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take off our string, and we're gonna pop it inside our template, just because then it's gonna be so much easier to line up. See, here's the thing, Jennifer, it's the nerves. And I know I don't seem nervous, and I'm actually not that nervous, but my body is nervous, and that's such a wild thing to me, how your body can respond. Now what I'm doing is I am dropping the stamp down in the opening, because by doing this, it's going to make it so that I can at least stamp these and they're lined up, right? Oh, I just saw a question about what do I do when it's Thanksgiving and we have to host. Luckily for me, I've only hosted twice in the almost 32 years. By the way, then you pop your die cut in like that, right? Oh, leave the stamp. I don't even know what I was thinking. I've only hosted twice, and believe it or not, we clear it all out and put it in a bedroom, and it's hilarious. It's hilarious. That's why I don't really offer to host. It's not, I mean, and it's also, it's people. All right, we're gonna stamp gray strings because I love a soft gray in anything. Oh my gosh, I just had another idea. Maybe I'll make a soft gray card base. Did not think of that. Oh, that could be fun. Now let's see if this works. Technically, it should. Yep. Now see how it's kind of lined up perfectly there, and we can press that down, pick it up, and I have done a decent job. It's not the best, but you know what? I'm going to use it, and I'll show you a couple that I did earlier with this template. Everything's lined up, and press. So technically you can be even more lined up than that. I wasn't on this one, but if you want to cut a few out, right, when you have something like this, like a string or just something that's challenging to cut out, get back on there, just make yourself that little template, and there you go, right? So that's, as Gina would say, better than horrible. Better than horrible. Oh my gosh. Jennifer, the fan is literally here. I have to show you something while I put this ink away. And I have, where did it go? Well, it's here somewhere. I have a personal fan, and now it might be in my office. Jennifer sent me the cutest little fan, and it's for warm ladies. Okay. It's all good. All right. So I wanted to show you, I went ahead also, well, there's hair on there. Isn't that nice? It's like I'm a shedding borzoi. It's wild, like I'm a gray, dark-haired borzoi. All right, so we have these, and we have these. And I know for a fact that I'm going to be making a 5x7 card. Now here's the thing. I don't make a lot of 5x7 cards, and I don't even have I do not have cute paper to make an envelope. I thought about going to Michael's today just to get some pattern paper, but since I quit scrapbooking, I just don't have anything to speak of. But here's the thing. Check this out. I was gifted this recently, And this is from my friend Neenah Yang, who owns Waffle Flower Crafts. She sent me the A7 layers dies. So Neenah, thank you so much. You know how I feel about your layers dies. And I cut a panel with, which one did I cut here? I cut a panel with this. And I'm just, yeah, these layer dies. So you know that I use the A2 layers dies religiously, but this is, I'm just so happy to have this for 5x7 cards. So, you know, Jennifer McGuire, I was going to, but I need white paper. I don't even have a square of white 12x12 paper, and that is what I really needed. That's what I was actually going to get, because I was going to stamp balloons and make my own envelope out of balloons. And then I started to think, you don't need to write checks your body can't cash today. You know what I mean? Okay. All right, so let's do this, because I have been wanting to do this for a while. And what I'm going to do, I'm just getting up here, walking over. I am going to show you a sandwich that I figured out to use a 3D embossing folder. Now, the one that I'm going to use today is the Puff Dotty, which I think is the funniest name. Anyone? Puff Dotty? Anyone? And I have figured out a sandwich that works in the Gemini. Now, someone out there sent me a wonderful list. I want to say it was Linda. And I've tried a few of them, but not all of them. But this is not going to give you the deepest impression, but this is going to give you an awesome impression, okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our cardstock. Now, I want to let you know this is a piece of 80 pound. I don't know why. I just cut it to 80 pound, and I should have gone heavier, but I wasn't in the mood. So here's what we're going to do. Don't mess it up. I'm going to line this up inside this friend. Try to center it, and well, do I want it to? No, yeah, it's fine. There we go. I'm going to close it and hold it. Okay. And it's a little off, but let's go over to the die cut cam. Okay, check this out. So this is my sandwich. I've got the green plate and a clear plate. I've got my embossing, 3D embossing folder. These are thicker. I've got my what is this called? Magnetic shim mat, and and a piece of cardstock. But you know what? I'm going to put the cardstock in because it's a little slippery. Now check it out. I know this will work because I tested it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And go through. And the other thing I've noticed, again, that bottom plate, that sandwich that I learned from Jennifer, that thing is still solid as a rock. And now when I open this up, well, let's do it on the better camera. Hold on. Come to the table cam. All right. And you can see it was embossed. Now check it out. Isn't that fun? So that's on my Gemini. And I feel really good about this. I feel really good. P. Dotty. Okay. So that is a panel. Now, here comes the part that I was waiting on. But now that I see this, I think I'm so obsessed with the swirls. We're going to do this. But before we do this, all right, let's do the old Christina Warner trick. And it's this. All right, I'm going to get my powder out. Oh, it's stuck on the floor. How are we doing out there, everyone? Good? Gonna be good? All right. It's only 3:34, so I think we're doing pretty good on time. I need to grab. I think I'll use if I'm channeling my inner Christina, I got to go with Brutus Monroe Alabaster. I am going to just powder this up as I normally would, right? Like that. Although look at that, it seems like the powder's just sticking already. This might be too wet. And that's what we're testing right now. Yes, Bethany, we are embossing, but normally I don't. Now let's see. All right, this is kind of chunky. Did that slide off? You know what? I'm going to heat it a little. Hold on here. Let's funnel this back in. Yeah, I've only embossed on my spellbinders primarily, but let me get my big fan brush here and brush this all away. But I want to use the Gemini more and more because it's kind of nice to have the option. All right. You know, this is pretty dry, but I'm going to, where is my Swiffer when oh my gosh, it's so far away, I can't reach it. See, this is why if I was organized and I had everything, I don't know. All right, I am going to get my Heat It tool, I think. No, it's not there. Talk amongst your, oh, there it is. Talk amongst yourselves. See, I would have my Heat It tool all ready to go, but I don't. So I'm gonna take that friend, put it right there, and plug it in. See, you didn't know. You're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. Okay, there we go. We're fine. We're fine. Literally fine. Okay. Can you still hear me? I just stepped on my mic and I think bad things might have happened. Okay. I'm going to grab my little Simon mat. Okay. And I'm going to close this for now. By the way, how is the feed today? Has it been pixely? Is it decent? I am just going to take a little bit of heat from the Heat It tool just to make sure everything's dry. That's it. And yes, it'll make my paper curl a little. Oh, it smells like I haven't used this in a while. Okay. Okay, that should be good. Oh, how are we doing out there? Okay. So I want to stamp a greeting onto this. I think we're going to be fine. We're going to use the Versamark. This is not super warpy. However, here is the question, all right? All of these greetings are designed to work with the big balloon. That just fits in the balloon. Let's party. Here's to the happiest birthday ever. Many happy wishes on this special day. It's your day. Now this is like a little confetti. Oh, and this too, if you wanted to do like, you know, this wraps around the balloon. I don't want to do that one. In fact, I'll show you a sample I did with that, but what I want to do today is just this really clean, minimal, here's to the happiest birthday ever, because I love it. Oh, thanks, Tricia. Pixelated a bit in some places, some pixels. Yeah, and I will tell you, I think it is because I am on Wi-Fi and I'm not plugged in, which is another reason that I think we gotta move. All right. We're going to pop this in the center. This is a font that I've used in my, what are those sets called? Clean Line Design. I want to make sure this is straight with the balloon, because see how I angled it a little bit? So I think that's going to be straight, because then, why don't I do that? There we go. Like that. Okay. And I love it. It's a font called Gotham. And it's just like minimal perfection. All right. I hope I don't mess this up. I'm just going to put that out there right now because I really want this to work. You know what I mean? Thank you, Jennifer McGuire. The thing is, too, it's like, and now here's something that I believe, and I don't know if it's true, but I have read this quite a bit. People will watch a poor quality stream, meaning not, you know, if there's little glitches, but it's much harder to have bad audio. True or not true? What do you think? I believe it's true because I've had to click away. Not anyone that you would know, but just people in general. Harini, I see your question, and the answer is absolutely. She's asking if crafters are okay if someone recreates a card after watching. You don't have to ask permission. All we ask, we love it if you tag us and maybe cite us as the inspiration, but otherwise, go for it. I mean, I think that's part of the process of sharing on YouTube. I know that I I have done my share of both Jennifer and Christina knockoffs. And, you know, I will definitely, and Laura Basson, and I will always cite them. You know, like this was completely inspired by X, Y, or Z. And yeah. All right, we're powdering up. And if you're a new card maker, this is just one of many tools. I also have the classic. I'll show you. I have the classic little powder bag. This is the same idea. It's just an odorless powder that makes it so when you stamp and then sprinkle your embossing powder technically should only stick to where you put this. So we're using the classic Versamark. Now, even though this is a fine little friend, I may stamp it twice, but I'm going to try not to stamp it too hard, okay? I know it looks crooked here, but we're gonna make sure it's straight. I also love that it's easy to see when you have something darker. You can kind of see it, right? All right. Yeah, just credit the maker, you know, say, hey, I was really inspired by Jennifer McGuire. She rocked my face off and I almost couldn't see what I was doing. And then my life was a beautiful haven of joy. That's pretty much my story. Okay, now I'm gonna grab one of my cute little emboss this clothespins, and I'm gonna try to find, oh, there you are. My little folded piece of copy paper. By the way, I just bought a new ream. I used to use gray, and I buy this cheap paper on Amazon just to have off a supply store because this is my favorite way to do powder. So let's see how much sticks if we're good to go. We'll see. I hope it's not. Oh gosh, it's the moment of truth. What? Jennifer, it worked. You're right. She knows. Ah, Jennifer, superstar. Are you the crafter they say you are? Thank you. Oh no, now I'm going to have that soundtrack in my head for days. And let me tell you, Easter's a ways away. The Zilskis are big fans of the play and the movie Jesus Christ Superstar because it's literally the best music ever. Okay, this looks really good. And if you want to see two awesome brushes, and I will add these, Emma, please remind me, angled shader brushes. These are from Royal and Langnickel, the Zen line, which is what most of my brushes are, which I learned from Christina Warner. They're super cheap and they're great, but I like the angled shaders in two sizes. You can go with the smaller one because if you do have to get in and dust anything away, you know, it's just, they're small bristles and it's a small, tight, compact thing, and it's pretty rad. All right, let's heat this with the Real Heat tool and watch the magic. That's some happy fun. Look at that. There we go. Did I melt all the powder? Yes, I did. And that, well, let's just say that's a bada bing. That makes me so happy. Okay. Now, here's the other thing too, and I will tell you, with all the dies and stamp sets that I have been designing, especially in the past year, if not more, I've been making a more generous die, a frame. Like I haven't been cutting them as close. That's just a personal preference. I really do like to see that white frame, you know? Oh, it's nice to see people giving the love to Andrew Lloyd Webber. Yeah, it's the opening song from the movie Carl Anderson. If there is a better vocalist out there, Oh, such a tragedy to lose that singer. He was something else. All right. Taping this down, and let's go cut it out. All right. Oh, I keep rolling over my... One of these days, I'm either going to get a wireless Rode mic or I'm going to get some kind of boom mic, but I keep getting tangled in my mic. All right, and we now have our balloon. Okay, now I'm going to, where is my book? I'm going to show you something. Yep, I can go reach it. When I have a few minutes, and I do right now, because we really do have a few minutes to flatten something, there's lots of things you can do to flatten pieces that are slightly warped. And I don't like to rush the creative process, so I typically don't. I just, I'm like, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I will take this book, Go Dog Go. This is just for anything that's shiny and wet. And I will put this in, close it, and I'll set it under something heavy at my feet for a second. And that's that. Now I'm going to work on my card base. So I have a new friend, and this is also thanks to Jennifer McGuire. Sometimes Jennifer will say, hey, I'm gonna set you up with something, and she did. And well, thank you, Jennifer. I'm going to grab some cardstock though. Let me find, oh, it's this one. Nope. All right, I'm gonna try this card today on a gray base. Simon Says stamp fog. I keep all my Simon in these pockets. I really like them. And I love this color specifically. It's a beautiful gray, but we do need to cut it. So where's my paper trimmer? Here you are. I think this is going to work. If it doesn't look good, we'll go with white, but let's bring in the paper trimmer real quick. And it's going to be a 5x7 card. So for all you math wizards, I have to stand up for this because if I cut sitting down, it turns into a hot mess. Oh, Kelly, thank you so much for the super chat. I sometimes miss them, and boy, that looks wonderful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Okay, if a card is going to be 5 inches, well, let's do it this way. 7, that part I know, right? 7 inches, and 10, because half of 10 is 5, and so that's what we're going to do. All right? Very exciting. Anytime you incorporate math, I get a little nervous, but not today. Okay. So this is new to me. I haven't used it much. I used it the other day with the tool that comes with it, and I found it really, really confusing. And so here's the beauty. I'm just going to use my regular bone folder because this is what I love and this is what I know. And so here we go. I'm going to put this here. The thing that's nice about it though is you can go longer, right? So there's no flipping of the cardstock. Not that you can't do that with your score, like the Score Pal. You can, the mini one, but I just, getting something new to play with is kind of fun. And so I'm just going to put this in here, hold you. Like I said, I'm not 100% confident with this yet, but I like it. And of course, this is a side fold because I don't have the paper to make a top fold, and I don't have the math skills to figure that out. Jennifer McGuire. Oh my gosh, Jennifer, stop. Stop it, I say. All right, I did a decent job. See, I'm a little off. This is where I feel like I'm just not great with this with the I'm going to cut it a little. I mean, I think it's fine, but you know what? I know when I'm using the other one that I'm like solid. Although, yeah, it's a little. Let's just go. Just going to take a sliver. That and here. just a sliver. And I know these trimmers have been out of stock for like forever, but gosh, they're good trimmers. And then one here. Hold on, we're gonna get you. And bingo. All right. And I bet the table just shook like a, well, like a shaker card. All right, now let's grab this, because this is going to add some texture. Now I'd like to zoom in, and I'm going to be very careful that I don't accidentally end the live stream like I did that one time. Okay, that was great. I am not going to pop this up. So what I'm going to do, where's my tape runner? I think I'm going to, do I have? I also got a new tape runner from Altenew, so I am going to do this. 351. We're doing good. We're kind of at the assembly point anyway. Now here, I'm not too worried about losing any texture because it has the texture, right? And we're just gonna, well, I might need a little more over there, but we're just gonna loosely add this on, and I'm gonna put this right onto the card because it's a little floppy, and I don't think I want this to be, let's go like this. There we go. I don't think I want it to be popped up, which is rare for me. And actually, if this, I'm going to trim the card a little more once I pop this down. Sometimes when you use an embossing folder, it will shrink your paper a little. Now, I could be making that up, but I don't think that I am. And now, because Jennifer's here, she knows. You know, like, because it'll, you know, well, yeah, just a sliver. Okay, get ready for a little table shake. Okay, that's better. See, the desk I have upstairs is so solid, it would never shake at all. All right. Now, this is popping in the middle, so I'm just going to tape it closed. I know, there's a lot of real estate on this card, Emma, but wait till you see. When I take the balloon out, you'll see why. Now, it's not that you couldn't. Let's get our Go Dog Go. It's not that you couldn't do this on a smaller card. You absolutely could. But once I started kind of playing with ideas, I wanted it to be able to breathe a little more. So here's kind of my, it's so simple, right? Okay. We're literally going to do something like that. Maybe this goes up a little more. And I need to get some foam squares. Let me get, how's my Simon stash? I'm running low. I am burning through that. All right, I have some of the smaller squares, but you know what? I actually have to go with some tape because I need to make sure that my balloon, oh, Trisha, thank you so much. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, Victoria Marie, you're here too. My gosh. People are fantastic. You're fantastic, really. All right, I'm going to put some tape on this. But I don't know if I'm going to pop up the other balloons. Maybe. Thank you so much, Trissa. Or Teresa, not Trisha. And I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I miss a lot of comments when I'm like kind of into the, you know, into the zone here. So if I miss them, trust me, I feel them in my heart. I just don't know how to answer them. All right. I just had a thought of song. What did I say? Something about solid. It made me think of that song. Who sang? And now we're solid. Solid as a rock. Ooh, that's why this love is. Does anyone? Am I dating myself? It's total skate deck card. Okay. And the skate deck, by the way, was where I grew up. The roller skating rink. Okay. Now I feel like what's going to happen here, you need, not for speed, but for connect glue. So here the other balloons are just going to be super simple and they're not going to be tilted like that. I don't like that. I want them to be a little straighter, right? So we're working with a rainbow feel, but it's not, you know, it's not like the perfect rainbow. I feel like that's high enough up, right? And then we'll put these on too, but I feel like these should be a little shorter. So I'm just going to go cut one. So I'll figure that out. Maybe shorter. Ashford and Simpson. Thank you. Solid. Solid as. And I'm going to cut that one even shorter because you don't want to be too matchy-matchy. You know what I mean? Except that I will tell you right now, true story, I have the same color on my fingers as I do on my toes. That doesn't happen very often. All right. So here's what I need to do. I need to take this off first. Okay. Great. We'll figure that one in a second. I want to place these, but I need to also make sure that I have room underneath for my thread. And here's the thing, I have to do liquid glue on this because I don't really know where the touch points are going to hit and miss and et cetera, but I'm going to make sure that I leave a little gap underneath so that that can stay there. Should I put a little brick on that while I'm waiting? All right. Oh, total roller rink times. Yep. And I was a teenage figure roller skater, so when I talk about roller skating, I know what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's get that on here. Again, liquid glue. I love Connect glue because it's just sort of this all-purpose glue that you can just use for, well, pretty much anything you want. Just line it up, and I'm just going to put that there. See, the thing I really do like about the results from the sandwich that I used, Puff Dotty, when you do that in the Spellbinders, it is much, much puffier. And I kind of like this sort of middle texture, right? Okay. Connect glue. And I'm just going to slide this over. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, shoot the duck, Linda Fisher. Yep, you know what? Shoot the duck, that was a thing. And if you could do that, let me tell you, that was the basis for being able to do something called a sit spin. And you had to have a lot of, what is it called? Quadricep strength to do a sit spin all the way down. You know how you're watching the Olympics? Oh, and by the way, this is the, Gina sells these little bottles for the Connect glue, and you can get a big Connect glue now, which I need to do that. And I love these bottles. Like, they never clog. I just keep a little corsage pin in the top of mine. I don't even use the caps anymore, but I am telling you, I love them. They're just good. I have 2 right now that are full of Connect glue. But yeah, sit spins. If you're ever watching the Olympics, I'm going to actually go up. You know what? This needs to be, oh no, this is the longer one. And you watch people do the sit spin and they don't go all the way down. Every time they do that, I literally judge them so hard. I'm like, really? You couldn't go all the way down? Give me a break. All right, we're pressing. We're pressing. See how nice and neutral that is with the grays and the yeah, okay. And now we just have to place this. I almost feel like this could have one more layer of dimension, but you know what? I think we're going to be good. All right. Now I just want to sing that song. Solid. Although I do like the Jennifer Superstar. Are you the crafter they say you are? That's going to have to come into play somewhere. Oh, okay. Got a little heavy-handed here. Now, you know why I like to do this. I didn't need to do this on this one, but I do like that before Connect glue starts to really, get hard and hold everything really well, you can also wiggle a little with your placements, and then you make sure that things are straight. So let's just do it. I like that. I think that's cute. Okay. And I may end up putting another, no, I think we're good because there is, let's see, I want to zhuzh that a little. Gotta zhuzh. Now I'm channeling my inner Laura Basson. Okay, thank you, Jennifer. I wrote that myself. Hold on, friends. Okay, I just gotta peek for a minute. Look how much sweatier I am. Next, like half the time I expect to come back and show you what I look like, and I have a tank top on and I've buzz cut my hair, and you never know what you're gonna find. Okay, so let's add a little more. And I do think I'll add a little shine to this, and then we will be done. Right? So simple. But someone out there, and if you're watching today, she won this set as one of our one of the Stamp-Timber giveaways. Like there was a special, oh, I got to get up there a little bit further. And I'm going to cut just a tiny bit. And she said, do you have a video? And I said, no, this stamp set hasn't even come out yet. And I promised her I would show her at least one idea to start out the month of October, but I was just a little late on that. And I think, oh, I do like this. All right, I'm going to take a little, because there's warpage. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take, oh, see ya, Bethany. You're East Coaster. Got to go get those kidlets fed. I don't have to feed anyone. Like when Dan comes home, I basically just say, I'm sorry, I was live streaming today. Are you hungry? There's something in the fridge, and then I don't do anything. I do have leftover chili, and that's going to be enough for me. Oh, I guess I should take the backers off. I'm just doing a tiny bit of support here. Oh my goodness, because you know what they say, support can be beautiful. I wouldn't know a lot about that. Hashtag no bra life for me. But that, see that, it just kind of gives that a little pop. And then here too, I feel like it just needs a little bit more. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. I always save my extra little pieces, by the way, when I cut, because I don't waste this stuff because it's expensive. So I always put little tiny pieces there, but I didn't have any to choose this time. All right. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. Coming in like that. Just a little more support. Now that, pardon the French, but that's a big ass birthday card. Okay, let's get some shine on here to finish out the card. Oh, you know what? I am going to pull my hair up real quick. We're going to add some confetti, and I'm going to pull my hair up off my head and put it on top because I cannot have it on my head another minute. You know, for those of you who know me from the old school, you know I used to have really short hair most of my life, and this was a fluke growing it out, and I almost never wear it down. And when I do, I feel like I just want to remind people I'm girly. I do pretty things. Honestly, I really don't. Although I do like makeup. All right, let's just get some shine. These are sequins from This Calls for Confetti, and they are a cute little company who make confetti. And it's so great because who doesn't love confetti, especially silver confetti? I do. I love it. I'm a fan, and they have so many cute little designs, and yeah, makes me very happy. And when it comes to placement, like sometimes there is a rhyme and there is a reason, and I don't want it to be too matchy-matchy though. I kind of want it to not be matchy-matchy. I like to create gatherings of sequins, but I kind of feel like there should be one up here, maybe a big one. This is also something that oftentimes, like if I'm doing something off camera, you know, I'm not gonna talk you through the placement, but that's what we're doing today. Oh my gosh, there's 572 people here. Hello people. Thank you. Appreciate you for being here. You can also be choosy with your sequins. Like I'm going to move that one right now. If you see one that isn't perfectly formed, you know what? Don't be just dump it, right? Just throw it away because this one actually doesn't look good. I'm going to grab a better one. There we go. And that will have just a little, should I tuck it? Just a bit like that. Well, yeah. Okay, now what's happening over here? I need to get another gathering. That looks like 2, and yes it is. Also want to thank you all for coming today. Oh my gosh, you're still watching me in Zurich. Bless your heart. And I mean that not in the southern way. I mean that in the, you know. And that's also for your consideration, human hair. Okay, I like that placement. We're gonna boop it up. All right. Okay, I'm very excited right now. I really think that's pretty. And you know, this would have been nice too, right? But I thought this will be my backup. And now I have one so that I can, if I need to, right, I can do that. So let's add, with our Connect glue, let's add our sequins. And it's okay if you put one on, boop, boop. Some of the bumpy part as long as you have enough glue. And if the glue seeps out, it's no big deal, because it dries clear. And that's another wonderful thing about Connect glue. Boop. I like having something, oh, see, there was a double. We got a twofer. All right, maybe I will come more out there. That. It just adds a little shine, because this is actually a very simple design. But you know what? Simple can be fun, right? Simple cards can still take you a while. Okay, I'm changing that one out. I don't like it. It's got a little jag on it. Okay. They can still be simple and take you some time, but in the end, you can still have a really cute finished project. And that, 406, not bad. That's the finished card project. One thing I always do is I do burp my bottle of Connect glue just in case it's getting that pressure that's kind of pushing it all out. And then I close it back up and pop my pin in. And I don't know, some lovely person out there gave me this pin. It had some things on it. And my bottle kept falling over, so I just took them off. I don't know where to get those. If she, Emma, if you know, I'm happy to give her a shout out. So that's my finished card project today, my birthday card. Oh, see, just that little shine, right? I actually may go try to get some white cardstock. Seriously, I don't even have a single piece, and create a custom envelope to match this. And if I manage to achieve that great feat, I will definitely show you on the social media, or maybe even I'll post it to my, what is it called? My community here in, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, that's our finished card project. So see, I had to whip it all up because I'm all dewy. And that's it. We're done. So I just wondered if you had any burning questions that I should answer for you. This isn't really the end show because you know me, I'm not like Christina. There's no way I'm going to go edit this thing. It's like, once it's done, we're good. We're good. Totally good. But I am happy to answer anything that I missed. And Jennifer, thank you. It's cute, huh? Very cute. Yeah, I like it too. Look at that. Get it right in there. There we go. 5x7, big. You know, not really a size that I do very often. And, you know, it's just kind of fun to do. Yes, anyway. Well, oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Kim. Part of it is makeup and part of it is human sweat. It's a fantastic product. Yeah, thanks, Vicki. Thanks, Kat. Appreciate it. And yes, Lancashire Lass, I think we did all have fun. I think we did. I know I did. And yeah, the one and done for me is generally what I like to do when I make a card. I don't do a lot of multi-card videos because I just like to sit here and make something and take my time. And, you know, I'm still so geeked out every time something turns out, because this really wasn't quite what I was thinking this was going to be. But again, really simple. And oh, I will have all the links below for your shopping. And just a little reminder, and this goes for any content creator out there on YouTube, if you love someone's channel and there's a video that inspires you, be sure to shop with their links, because that directly supports the makers, and we are so grateful for it, right? Put out the content, we love to share, but it's really awesome when you shop with our links and support our channels directly. So yes, thank you so much. And thank you for the singing compliment. You know, I don't really, we glisten in the South. Yeah, I remember I lived in Dallas for 4 years and I did a lot of glistening. Anyway, well, that's it, my friends. I'm super sweaty. Now my focus is going in and out. I appreciate you all so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day. Trying to think. Oh yeah, keep an eye out for my trailer. It's coming. And I'm super excited to share my next kit unboxing. It will be Friday at noon, but I'll have more information coming on that soon, or maybe 1 o'clock, or maybe 2 o'clock. I haven't decided. I don't want it to overlap with Christina's live because I always watch her lives while I'm working, and then I'll sneak in a comment every now and then. But anyway, thanks a lot. I appreciate you all for being here, and have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye. Thanks so much for watching today. I would love to have you become a subscriber to my YouTube channel. And if you do subscribe, be sure to hit the gray bell below the video so that you don't miss the next time I post. Here are a couple other videos that you might be interested in watching. Thanks so much and have a great day.